Hey everybody, I'm back and now I am going to be doing accessorizing my buffet table and any other tables that I have around the house. So what I started out with is, believe it or not, sometimes you just have to think outside the box. I know I say this at a time. This was a runner that I got, but it was fairly long. And I didn't want it that long. So what I wind up doing is I trimmed it around the edges and I made it smaller, and I wound up getting two pieces. This is the longer one. I have the shorter one. I'm sorry, it's downstairs. I'll show it to you in another videotape. But I made it shorter so that I was able to put it right here on the table. Okay, and then you remember these little pieces that I showed you that I thought that were so beautiful? I just tied it in the back here on this candlestick holder. I'm going to put one on each end, like so. Okay? And then, being somewhat anal, you didn't hear that from me, I have matching turquoise candle because, well, that's how I roll. Can I tell you? So anyways, there you go, like that. Now starts the layering process. I have a bag of pine cones here, plus a bag of leaves. Now, this was from Michael's, and it was like, you get those bunch of flowers, or you get those bunch of leaves. I took it all apart, I cut off the little edges over here, and now I have these little leaves, and I like them because what I do is I layer them. So I take a piece the pieces that I want. I'm going to be putting this beautiful green right here, and I like to accessorize in clusters. It just makes it look better that way. I also have these beautiful little deers, right? I'm gonna put one here, and maybe another one here. You see how I make it into like a little bit of a cluster, right? So now most people will stop right there, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But what I was saying before is I like to add a little depth and dimension to it. So this is where I take these little pieces and I kind of put like one here, right? And maybe another one here. And then I take pine cones. Get a lot of pine cones. I got a lot of pine cones. And I take the pine and I'll put like one here. Okay, and I take another one here. All right, I can do two if I wanted to. Sometimes I just kind of, do you see where I'm getting at? It's a little bit more dimensional that way. And then I have this little Christmas box that I thought I could add here. You see where it's going at? And then I also have, again, these little flowers, again, that came into a bunch, and I kind of cut it down. And sometimes I could just, I'll put a little stuff here so you could see it's a lot more dimensional that way. It actually looks much nicer that way. It gives you some depth, some perception, and it looks really pretty. It takes you a few minutes more, not even, just a few seconds, and you've got something that's really creative and really very pretty. So this is how I like to decorate. Again, it's layering up, it's like almost like a three-dimensional. It really isn't, but it gives it some depth, some perception to it. And I just think in the end, it looks really nice that way. I hope you enjoy. Again, I hope you think outside the box and do the same thing. Feel free to copy me. I have no issues with that. I'll see you the next time around. Bye now.